In recent years, there have been numerous examples of world-class companies achieving great safety and production performance. When I analyze their success, I see that it is directly attributable to visible felt leadership, where each employee is personally engaged by committed leaders throughout the organization. We cannot expect others to act with safety in mind if we don't model the right behaviors ourselves, whether on or off the job. We need to reaffirm our commitment to the safe production way of working, and I urge that the attainment of zero harm is something that we continually strive towards. I look to you in your role as a leader of a team to make an even greater effort to communicate the importance of safety and care for one another. It is important that the leaders role model the appropriate behavior that they desire and make the effort to build relationships with their team members on a personal level. It's about showing you care by being authentic and taking time to connect with one another. Employees need to hear and see their leaders living our values and practicing safety every day. They need to feel that the organization values them as people and cares about their well-being. Personal relationships are the fertile soil from which all advancement, all success, and all achievement is realized. Through visible felt leadership, we will start to capture the hearts and minds of our employees and together build a great Goldfields.
At Goldfields, safety is our #1 core value. If we cannot mine safely, we will not mine. In order to embed a safe production culture, we promote trust and honest communication at all levels of the organization to ensure the health and safety of all our employees. Whenever a situation arises that may endanger the safety of our employees, we stop, think, fix and verify before we continue. If we can't make it safe, we exercise our right and obligation to withdraw. We entrench a safe way of working in everything that we do. At-risk behavior is simply not tolerated, and we address this behavior with consistent and significant action as soon as possible. Compliance with safety standards and procedures is unconditional. And in order that we ensure that all our employees grow their hazard identification and increase their risk awareness, a visible felt leadership program is being instituted to embed a culture towards zero harm in deep level mining. Visible felt leadership simply boils down to having respect through action for the well-being of people through the demonstration of a workplace observation discussion where safe behaviors and at-risk behaviors are discussed. Visible felt leadership is demonstrated when a psychological contact is established between 2 or more employees to work safely by fixing the at-risk behavior before continuing with the task at hand. Visible felt leadership is about leading through questions rather than telling, which results in bringing about a transformation in behavior of individuals and teams in respect of health and safety, and is sustainable because it becomes part of the fabric of the organization and the environment in which the employees operate. Leaders at all levels must demonstrate visible, felt leadership and should be safe production role models. This is a basic requirement to move to a zero-harm culture. Therefore, effective leadership is a prerequisite for the promotion and incentivization of safe production. Effective skills developed through ongoing training and coaching is a foundation for safe production. Visible felt leadership is part of this development of all employees, and therefore strong visible management commitment is the foundation component of a successful safety management system. Therefore, visible felt leadership must start at the top. To achieve the best safety results, the leaders must believe that safety is as important as any other business parameter, such as quality, productivity, and cost. Top management must remember that they are under the spotlight at all time. Your example, attitude, and behavior will not go unnoticed by the workforce. Visible felt leadership goes far beyond talking about safety. It's about living the values through behavior. The framework defines the behaviors required to influence people, and leaders set the standards of behavior expected by direct reports. The 8 steps to visible felt leadership are as follows. Step 1. Entering the workplace. Always stop and observe. Never rush into any situation before applying these simple steps. Only then identify any unsafe acts before you make a decision. Step 2. Introduce yourself. Always explain to fellow workers who you are and why you're there. Don't ever carry a clipboard. Never be critical and never display an aggressive behavior. Step 3. Look for positives. Don't ever only focus on the negatives, but rather the positive aspects and the right procedures that were followed. Always make the workers feel relaxed, and only then, in a calm manner, address any negative aspects you may find. Step 4. Discuss concerns. Don't carry a notebook and don't tell, but rather use a questioning technique. By using this approach, mistakes will be arrived at through elimination, and the correct procedures will automatically emerge. Always apply good listening techniques. This way, people will feel more relaxed and become obligated. Step 5. Agree to do the job safely. Agree about what was done incorrectly. Observe the right behavior in action so that the individual has the opportunity to demonstrate their competency to do the work correctly. Step 6. Discuss any other safety concerns. Ask if there are any safety issues concerning the workers that need to be rectified or followed up. Always thank them for their input and promise to get back to them about the issues discussed. Leave them with the reinforcing thought that safety is our #1 core value. Step 7. Record your findings back at the office. As soon as you get back to the office, record your findings on a database. Remember that a no name, no blame principle applies. If it, however, happens for a second time, take the due disciplinary actions and always remember to analyze the trends of your recordings. Step 8. Analyze trends from data to share at meetings. From the data recorded, analyze the trends in order to provide accurate feedback at safety meetings. This will ensure that the focus is shifted to areas that need attention and allow the reinforcement of all safety values and principles. Visible felt leadership is based on the premise of the influence model, where I will change my mindset and behavior if I see leaders, peers and reports behaving in the new way, especially those that I look to for guidance. In other words, positive role modeling. I have skills and competencies to behave in the new way, thereby developing skills and talent. I know what is expected of me. I agree with it and it is meaningful, thereby fostering understanding and conviction. Structures, processes, systems and incentives reinforce the change I am being asked to make, thus reinforcing formal mechanisms. Safety excellence is a journey. Injury reduction and ultimately the elimination thereof requires an organization to move from a dependent culture to one of interdependency. At Goldfields, we believe in zero harm. Zero harm is a mindset that we can all achieve. A great company is filled with leaders who believe deeply in safety, and their goal is always zero harm. So to summarize the 8 steps of visible felt leadership. Step 1. When entering the workplace, always stop and observe. Never rush into any situation. Identify any unsafe acts before you make a decision. Step 2. Introduce yourself. Always explain to fellow workers who you are and why you're there. Step 3. Look for positives. Don't ever only focus on the negatives, but rather the positive aspects and the right procedures that were followed. Step 4. Discuss concerns. Always apply good listening techniques. This way people will feel more relaxed and become obligated. Step 5. Agree to do the job safely. Agree about what was done incorrectly. Observe the right behavior in action so that the individual has the opportunity to demonstrate their competency to do the work correctly. Step 6. Discuss any other safety concerns. Ask if there are any safety issues concerning the workers that need to be rectified or followed up. Leave them with the reinforcing thought that safety is our #1 core value. Step 7. Record your findings back at the office. Remember that a no name, no blame principle applies. If it, however, happens for a second time, take the due disciplinary actions. Step 8. Analyze trends from data to share at meetings. From the data recorded, analyze the trends in order to provide accurate feedback at safety meetings. With visible felt leadership, we will actively change the culture so that every employee starts each day with a sense of purpose and ends each day with a sense of accomplishment. Together, we will be able to protect what really matters, our Goldfields family.